Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome on this second day of the new year. My first post of the new year, 2017, is here. And like everybody says, we're getting ready for bigger and better things. Now, you know how I post. When I go live, I immediately get into my topic and my subject. And I really don't wait for people to join because I know that when this saves, you'll be able to see it. So that's not really anything that I'm concerned about, like right off. So we'll try to recap if we need to going forward. However, we're just really going to jump right into it. You see the post, and it says 2017, the year of dot dot dot. Okay, so we're going to cover a few things with 2017, the year of. You know, if you were raised if you were raised in the church, you know every year is the year of that God is going to do something special. Now, though I do believe that every year that you know God is going to do something special. I think 2017 for me specifically is a little bit different. For me, I have proclaimed that 2017 is the year of getting out of your own way. All right. So for me, 2017 is the year of getting out of your own way. Now, what do we mean by that? That is actually means many things. A lot of you, when I say it, you already know exactly. Oh, yeah, 2017, you're getting out of your own way. I mean, let's look at it. How many of us are working our, what we would call our dream job or dream jobs? We're not. So what are we going to do about it? Are we going to whine? Are we going to mope? Are we going to complain about we are not where we are wanting to be or where we want to be? Or are we going to go out there and get what we want? Or are we going to go out there and create what we want? Are we going to find the problem and then become the solution to that problem that people need? That's what I mean by let's get out of our own way. Let's stop being in the same in the same cycle, in the same mode every year where we start off strong and then by month three it's we're done and we're back into the same state. Okay? We are getting out of our own way. We cannot continue to do the same thing. That's insanity. Doing the same thing, expecting different results. It's crazy. We don't do that. We are now going to have to break the mold, break our conditioning, what we've been used to, what we've been taught to move forward. Okay, we're gonna have to get out of our comfort zone. And I was been talking to some friends. I've been, friends who are young, who are business owners, and this just the different things that they had to do prior to 2017 in order to even just start the process where they are. I mean, if you are looking to get out there as far as your own business is concerned or whatever you might want to do. You may want to start slow. You may not know how to start. You may not have the money to start. Well, you can start off by getting yourself some business cards. Making some business cards that say, hey, this is what I do. This is what I am looking to do going forward. And then as you meet and you speak to people, bam, you hand them a business card. All right. So we're breaking the mold. We're breaking out of our comfort zone. We are are getting out of our own way because we know we know that we're the best at sabotaging ourselves. We are the absolute best at sabotaging ourselves. Real quick, this guy right here, Dr. Oswald P. Bronson, that's my grandfather. I did not plan to sit in front of the Afghan that had him It has his picture on it, but just a real quick shout out to my grandfather, and then Bethune-Cookman College, University, my alma mater. So just a real quick shout out since it's in the background. President Dr. Bronson was president of Bethune-Cookman from 1975 to 2004. Bam. All right. So getting back on track, we're getting out of our own way. We're doing new things. Part of getting out of our own way is becoming more consistent in the things that we do. A lot of times, as we go through things, like I said earlier, we'll get to month 3 and then fade off. No, in order to do this thing, in order to build it the right way, we have to become more consistent. We have to get ourselves to be uncomfortable in what we do and how we do. There's a lot of things. Do a lot of things that we want to do require money. Some of it requires hundreds of dollars. Some things require like thousands. Some require millions. Right now, how do we go about getting that? Well, first, we're looking at trying to secure millions when the first thing we need to do is start securing hundreds. Okay, some of us, we might need to start securing tens and 20s before we can even get to the hundreds and thousands part. But the point is, we need to start securing it. We need to start getting out there. We need to start and break out of this. So what does that mean? So if you are one of these people who has started in this prior to 2017 and is going to continue to get out of your way in 2017, and you're seeing people who are wanting to do the same thing, let's support them. Okay, let's keep them. Let's be a person of accountability for a person, because sometimes that's all we need, to have somebody check up on us. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. What we going to do? Get those people around us that can help us with these things. And those who can't, God bless them. However, you may need to move. Side note, if you're 30 years old, 32, 33, 34, 35, and you still kicking people off your elevator at this age, you might need a little discernment in friends. All right. With just you still kicking people off your elevator in your 30s. No. By this time, you need to know who is for you, who is against you, and go from there. And then be able to say, like, you know what, I can already see this is not going where I wanted to go. Get out. So get discernment. If you still kicking people off the elevator, you're 30 years old or older. All right, we need to be moving into a different headspace, and that's really what it boils down to. I know, like I said, I just kind of just came in and I just jumped in getting into this, but this has really been on my mind. Getting out of our own way. Now, if you're for getting out of your own way, you could like the video, share the video. This is Vickers Speaks, and this is one of the things that we are trying to do. We are a new era we are ushering in. We're a group of consultants. We're a group of motivational speakers who are ushering in a new era of leadership, partnership, and community. Okay, and in order to do that, what must we do? We must get out. We must reach out to people that sometimes we may not normally reach out to. Right. This is how we are starting off our 2017. This is how we are going to not just start off for 2017, but maintain this momentum into the upcoming year so we can build on it. One of the things that my wife and I did right before the new year, maybe like 2 days before the new year, we sat down and we talked, and we wrote down everything that we wanted from 2017. I don't even think that we're finished with the list yet, but we wrote down everything, everything from how we wanted to budget better, what we wanted for our children, what we wanted for us, what we wanted to do health wise, job wise, excuse me, I shouldn't say career wise. This is what we decided to do. We decided to start where we have never really, where we've never started before a year. We kind of jumped into it and touched on it a little bit prior to 2016, but we started tackling it and talking about it together at length 2017. Okay, so we are starting to make steps. And see, this is the thing about it. Sometimes we think that we have to tackle things in a very large scale. We don't have to tackle things at a very large scale. You tackle things little by little by little. We do not despise our small beginnings. We do not despise those things that we do not have. But what we do is we continue to grow. We learn from those things, okay? So, like I say, I know it's late night, not a lot of people are on. This is the time that I can post because I don't have my girls running around and trying to look into the video. So it's one of the more peaceful times at night. So, just continue. Remember, we are getting out of our own way. Getting out of our own way. And I think this is the first time that I've ever done this, that I do things, motivational speaking, different things of that nature. If you are interested, anywhere from young adults to the high school level, helping students get college ready. I've worked in the area of higher education now for almost 13 years. You can email me for more information at vickersspeaks@gmail.com. That's vickersspeaks@gmail.com. To just, like I said, it's no holds bar right now. No holds bar. Refusing to stay at the level you once were is what we have, is where it is. It everyone talks about new year, new me. New year, new me. It's really not new year, new me. It's really new year and me growing. Okay? You're gonna be the same person, but as long as you're growing, that's what this whole thing is. New year, me growing. New year of me growing. Stretching, trying to and venture out in those places and those things that are uncomfortable, that need to be done. I'm looking at, how to go about purchasing businesses when the business itself that you're looking to purchase is way out of your range as far as finances are concerned. Really stepping out there, telling people about these different things, trying to find investors if that's the way that your vision is supposed to go. Great. If not, that's fine too. But find a way and don't give up and continue to press forward. Remember, we have to move out of being comfortable, out of what we would normally know. And this is not just for you, this is for me too. I have to continue to remind myself I have not done a good job about this. And I am saying this so I can look back on it and say to myself, hey, look, I got to get out my way. I got to get out my way. Once you start to realize what is in you, what lies in you, what has been put in you to grow, you'll have to say, I have to get out of my own way. That's what 2017 is all about. I have to get out of my own way. Forget about what's going on in the world today. Forget about who's about to be president. Forget about all that stuff. The country's still going to move. We are still going to continue to move forward. So we know that. Forget about all that. What are you going to do to go forward? What are you going to do to be able to make the difference that you want to show and you want to see in your life? and really make a difference and get success. And I'm not necessarily talking about the car you drive, the clothes that you wear. That's cool and all fine and dandy or whatever the case might be. But I'm talking about the success, true success, like being out of debt success, being happy type of success, getting up, going to a place or places that you love doing what you are doing. Um, you know, we're just here, and we're going to continue to press, and we're going to continue to move forward. We're going to continue to tackle issues within our culture. We're going to continue to tackle things within our community, uh, uh, here and everywhere we step a foot. All right, so we're getting out of our own way. 2017. Let nothing hold you back. Don't let anything stand in your way, and get out there and get uncomfortable. Because if you've been comfortable and it hasn't been working for you, why stay doing it? That must mean you need to get uncomfortable to get out there and get out of your own way in order for things to happen. You see how that works? I hope you do. Well, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. This is Vickers Speaks. You got that right, Terrence. Uh, so we're going to be moving forward here. If you didn't catch, the beginning part of this, of course, once we finish the video, it'll save to the page. I will also reshare the video on my personal Facebook page. Remember, it's 2017, the year of getting out of your own way. Also, too, what I want to do is this. I also want to shout out the people on each video. I will repeat some, but also getting the names and the businesses out of other people who are doing things out there, supporting small business and people and what they do. So I'm going to start off by a gentleman named Anthony Adams, Massage by Anthony, a great guy. You can find his page on Facebook, Massages by Anthony. You can find Dr. Anissa Baker, Chiropractic Helping Hands Chiropractic Clinic, right here in Daytona Beach. You can find AKA Cat Eye, Terrence Gatling, AKA Cat Eye Bowtie, one of the voices of the Bethune-Cookman University Wildcats. Jackson, is it Jackson Hybrid? Jackson Hybrid, a young man who's venturing out into music, who's venturing out into comedy and different things of that nature. A real good guy, one of my old teammates when I used to play football for Bethune-Cookman. So, those Jackson J. Hybrid. That's who it is. Okay, Jackson J. Hybrid. So we're going to be shouting out people, businesses, Mr. Mike Tyree, a gentleman who just ran for Zone 5 City Commission in Daytona Beach. So some of these names I'm going to repeat, some of these names, but they all have pages here on Facebook. So look them up. If you're in the Daytona Beach area, go out and support. These are people who have their own businesses, who are starting their own things. So one of the things that I want to do is here with Vickers Speaks. I'm on Instagram, Vickers Speaks, Twitter, Vickers Speaks, Facebook, Vickers Speaks. But I want to shout out and I want to show support to these people who are out doing the things, breaking the mold, and not just settling for staying in the same place and wanting to make a difference. So, like I said, we got Massage by Anthony, Anthony Adams. We are Tony Adams. You may know him as Tony, but Massage by Anthony. Dr. Baker, Helping Hands Chiropractic Clinic. Terrence Gatling, Jackson J. Hybrid, music and comedy. You'll love the guy. One more place. One of my favorite places to eat in Daytona Beach, Jack and Lou's, 855 Mason Avenue. Okay, so I've done my shout outs, and then let me see. Next So I would say maybe our next post in a couple of weeks, and we'll shout out some more people. All right. Remember, 2000. This is Vickers Speaks, 2017, the year of getting out of your own way. All right. I hope this helps. If you like it, share it. If not, share it anyway. I'm gonna share it, and I'll see y'all later. All right.